Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been a little MIA lately. It is definitely allergy season and it's been hitting me pretty hard this year. When I get a case of some really bad allergies, my eyes get really swollen and I wear contacts. I don't have glasses right now, so I literally cannot see anything and it is just a hot mess. Trust me, I was doing you a favor by not showing my face on YouTube during that time. So anyways, I am back and I am ready to talk about hair masks. I wanted to share my two very favorite drugstore hair masks just because I absolutely love using them and I kind of feel like, not a lot of young people really know about hair masks. So I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts, my recommendations and tips and suggestions, and yeah, give you some tips on two really good products that I think you guys should try. So the very first hair mask that I love is by Aussie, and it is the Moist 3-Minute Miracle. And the first thing that I really like about this is that it's only $3.99. That I feel like is amazing for a hair mask of this quality. It does such a great job and you can get it at your drugstore, you can get it at the grocery store. I think the last time I bought this one was actually at Safeway, so you can definitely find it everywhere. It basically comes in a tube and you can kind of squeeze it out, and on the bottom there's like a little opening and it comes out as you squeeze it into your hand. I'll go ahead and open it up and kind of tell you how it smells. You can kind of see that it's basically just like a white colored cream basically. Oop, and it's kind of falling out. And it kind of has like a sweet, really girly smell. It's not as intense as maybe something like bubble gum or cotton candy, but it definitely has a sweeter, almost floral type of scent. This is one of the first hair masks that I ever used, and I really like this because you can see the results immediately. So for those of you who have never used a hair mask or don't know that much about it, basically it's a deep conditioning treatment to help repair any damaged, dry hair, or even if you have split ends. It kind of helps to seal the ends of your hair as well. All different hair masks all hair masks are very different, and you definitely want to pay attention to what it's supposed to be used for, because some hair masks are meant to make your hair really shiny and silky and smooth. Others are supposed to repair split ends, and others just kind of really make your hair just super soft, and it's just like a really deep conditioning treatment basically. So I would recommend, if you guys have never used a hair mask, I would recommend this first, just because one, it's pretty inexpensive, and two, it works really well. So how I like to use this is I actually have a hair clip in the shower that I keep with me, and I take the top portion of my hair and I clip it up, and I work the product all from my roots all the way down to the ends. And I'm pretty generous on the ends, just because I do have split ends and I want them to be really soft and not as noticeable. So I really work it through, I lather it in, and then I take the clip down and I put the rest of my hair down, and instead of using the hair mask on the roots, I actually go about halfway down and then I work it through, and I really again I use a lot on my ends. Now the reason why I don't use a hair mask on my roots on the top of my hair is because when I go maybe 2 or 3 days without washing my hair, that's the first part of my hair that really starts to get oily. So what I've noticed from using a hair mask right on my roots is that it makes it really greasy, and I don't think anybody likes that. I know I don't, and I've even just kind of from trial and error, I have had to use a dry shampoo to kind of soak up all the oil up there to make it not as super greasy and oily. So that's why I definitely wouldn't recommend using the hair mask right on your roots. Now, some people like to do that, and if your hair lets you do that, great, more power to you. But just for me personally, it definitely doesn't work for me that way. So that's kind of just how I use the hair mask. And then after I've put it all over my hair, I kind of tie it up in a little bun and I clip it and I just let it sit for at least 5 minutes. I know that the Aussie one says that it'll do it in 3 minutes, but I like to just give it a couple of extra minutes to really work itself in and really settle in. So, and then after that, I wash it really, really thoroughly out. I really, really rinse it thoroughly, just because if you leave the product in, it can kind of start to feel a little tacky and almost kind of sticky and again greasy. So you definitely want to make sure you're washing it really, really thoroughly. So that is the first hair mask that I would definitely recommend. And my second one that I am actually using right now, and I am loving it. It is by the brand Shea Moisture. And I actually use a couple of curly hair products by this brand. I don't know if you guys can tell from the way that my hair is right now, but I actually have naturally curly hair. They're not super tight ringlets or anything like that, but they're definitely more than just waves. Depending on where my hair is, for example, this hair is shorter than the rest of my hair, so these get kind of tighter and everything else is just kind of nonsensical type of waves. They're just kind of crazy. So but I have been loving those curly hair products, and I've been thinking about doing kind of a hair product video, just to kind of, show you guys the different products that I'm using and that I really would recommend. So stay tuned for something like that. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. But anyways, back to this hair mask. I have really, really been loving this, and I actually bought this from Target. It is definitely a little bit more expensive than the Aussie hair mask. It runs for about $13.99, which is, on the grand scheme of things and all the different hair masks out there, it's really not that bad. But I kind of feel like for drugstore, it is a little bit on the more expensive side, especially since I've been so used to only paying $3.99 for a great hair mask. So this one is called the Raw Shea Butter Deep Treatment Mask with Sea Kelp and Argan Oil. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of argan oil. It is really, really popular, and one of the biggest brand names out there is Josie Maran, and they use argan oil for moisturizing the skin, your cuticles, and for your hair. And basically, I really like this because it seems a little bit more natural than the Aussie hair mask. The scent is definitely, I don't think that everybody is gonna like it. It smells like a mixture of butter and definitely that sea kelp and argan oil. It's a pretty strong scent, and it's probably not going to be everybody's cup of tea, so that might be the only thing that you might not like about it. But I really like it. I kind of like that more natural herbal type of scent. And it comes in a tub. That's one of the biggest differences. This one has 12 ounces worth of product, whereas the Aussie only has 8 ounces. So there's definitely a lot more, and especially if you're only using it once or twice a week, it'll last you a really long time. I really like this brand because it definitely is an all-natural brand. I'll kind of read the description here. It says, our all-natural intensive treatment mask deeply moisturizes and repairs dry, damaged, or over-processed hair. Perfect for transitioning chemically treated hair to natural. So I don't have chemically treated hair. This is my natural hair color. I have not colored my hair in years. The only thing that might be considered damaging that I do to my hair is I use hot tools. So I do use a hair straightener, I do use a curling iron, things like that. I kind of feel like my hair is on the more dry side, so that's why I really wanted a hair mask that was a little bit more intense. And that would just do a really, really good job. So again, I followed the same process of clipping half of my hair up. I work from the roots down to the ends. I really cake it on the ends, and then I let the top hair fall, and I work about halfway down, and I bring it all the way down through the ends, and then I clip it all up and I let it sit for at least 5 minutes. So I really, really love this product. This is what I'm using right now. In the future, I might go back to using the Aussie one just because, one, it is less expensive, two, I definitely like the smell, and three, I would say out of the two of these, you probably see shinier and sleeker results with the Aussie. Yeah, with the Aussie hair mask. So they're both really, really great. They're both available at your local drugstore, and I think that they're both really reasonably priced. And for those of you who are just starting out with hair masks, I would definitely recommend one of these two. So that is pretty much it, you guys. That's all I kind of had to say about hair masks, and I hope you guys found it kind of helpful. And also the other thing is I wanted to introduce you guys to my dog. She's kind of running around a little bit today, and I thought, you know what, why don't I introduce you guys to my dog, Sophie. So let me see if she'll come over here. Sophie, Sophie, come here. Come here. Come on. She's kind of like laying on the couch right now looking at me like, excuse me, are you really waking me up from my nap right now? Come here. Sophie, come. Come on. Here she comes. So I don't know if you guys have read my blog yet, but I do talk about Sophie quite a bit on there. She is a 3-year-old. Come here. She is, you can probably hear her bell. She is a 3-year-old Yorkie poo. So she is 3/4 Yorkie and 1/4 poodle. Let's fix your hair before you go on YouTube for your debut. But this is Sophie. She kind of has really crazy hair. You want to say hi to the camera? Say hi to the camera. Yeah, you're saying hi. So, again, this is my dog, this is my baby, and oh, she's giving me kisses. Okay, thank you. She is the best dog ever. She weighs about 6 pounds on a good day. If I've been kind of bad and I've been giving her a lot of treats, she weighs probably a little bit more. But I don't have any kids or anything like that, so she is definitely, you know, my little baby. And she doesn't shed, which is really, really great. That was one of my biggest requirements was, you know, whatever dog that we get, they absolutely cannot shed just because of my allergies. But this is Sophie. She's saying hi. You say bye. Okay. Well, I will go ahead and let her go and quit embarrassing her. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.